Hey everybody, it's Bill here with OC Beekeeping. We have a 7.5 minute live filmed Nuc install into the new Hive IQ. Let's get to it. All right everybody, remove the frames from inside the box. The Hive IQ has entrance reducers built in, so that's all closed. And because this is a 5-frame Nuc going in the box, we're just going to leave the center open like that so it's easier for the bees to protect the hive. The white box right here, this is a 5-frame Nuc box. We usually bring it home, open the front of the box so the bees can fly in and out, so they know approximately where their home's going to be. We usually just put it right on top of the hive, let them calm down for a few minutes. Yeah, they're just buzzing around. Casual flight time, getting ready for some fun. Now we're going to jump in here, open it up, show you what a Nuc looks like. So these are the type of Nucs we provide. They're full of bees, 5 solid frames of bees. There's other people that provide Nucs, and they're definitely not as strong as these. So as we're going to bring it real close here, we're going to get in, and we're going to start pulling this frame by frame. We did mark the queen in this Nuc so you guys could see it on the video better. Please make sure your smokers are pre-lit. They're smoking well. They're ready to go. I'm going to use mine here to just gently puff the bees off the top of the frames. That way I'm not crushing them with my fingers, and they move over very, very gently. And please notice I was just smoking the top of the frames, not driving the smoke through the frames. Use our frame tool here. Loosen up the first one. It's always the most difficult one. As you pull the frame, make sure you got a good grip on it. Not like me on this first one. Whoops. All right, let's make an observation here. The bees are not stinging me. And by working over the hive, they just fell directly in the hive. Lesson learned. Work over the hive. Work slowly and gently. The next frame, I'll make sure to get a better grip on, and it's much easier to get it out once we got the first one out. I want you guys to look at your frames. You only have 5 of them here, so look at your frames. See if you see that queen anywhere. Oh, there she is. Bring her up to the camera. There she is. She is a bigger bee, longer abdomen. I want you guys to look for that queen. And then once she's in the middle of the frame, get her back in there and snug the frame up. That way it prevents crushing the queen going forward. Now we're going to pull out frame number 3. Remember, good grip. Let's not drop them anymore. We're looking at it. There's a whole bunch of open eggs, open brood. There's some cap brood. Still lots of bees. Just pulling off some wax chunks. And again, frames are touching shoulder to shoulder. This next frame has some wax on top. We're going to clean it off. We want our frames to be clean. You do this every week, little by little. Your hive will be clean. You will be creating less crunch points for bees and possibly your queen. Now reach it in, get in the last frame. Remember, take your time, have fun with this. Breathe, everybody breathe. So cap brood, honey in the corners. A little chunk of wax down there we're gonna remove. Pollen. Just clean the frame a little bit, getting it in. We know where our queen is. She's in between the frames. And one more piece of house cleaning on top of the frames. Just remember, a little bit of cleanup every week saves you from having your frames all gummed up, a dirty hive, and potential crush points for bees. Now we're going to take all these bees and we're going to shake them down at one spot in the box. Boom. Empty them out. I would like you guys and gals to do this directly on top of the frames, knocking the bees into the middle of the box instead of to the side like I did. Because now I have to go grab the smoker, and I have to push or herd the bees back into the box. Learn from my mistake here by tapping the bees to the side. It created a little bit more work for me, a little bit more time. And most likely you will not have 4 hives on one pallet. So definitely tap these bees directly into the center of the hive. Now we're going to fill the empty space around the nuke with frames. These frames are actually frames of pulled comb. We do have extras of these. You might have extras, you might not. Not to worry if you don't. Just put in fresh frames and the bees will pull the comb on there for you. Now we're snugging everything to one side, keeping the frames tight. We can fit one more frame in there. The Hive IQ holds 9 frames. It is a tighter hive. It is optimizing what we call bee space in there. All right, we got all 9 frames into the hive. I'm gonna walk over and grab a little piece of pollen patty, get it in here, do some house cleaning, and then we'll button this hive up. To feed or not to feed? That is the question. And here's the answer. It's your choice. Here's what we do. When the hive is small and only 5 frames, I want this hive to grow to fill the first box as soon as possible. So we feed. That's about the only time we do feed, because the yards we're in have plenty of forage and the bees can make their own honey, gather their own pollen, but in the beginning, we choose to feed. Obviously, the choice is yours. So now we put the lid on and we check the front door. The bees are finding their way in and out. We have what we call a successful Nuc install into a Hive IQ. We wanted to show you guys a quick install in a Hive IQ. It's just like installing in any other hive. So believe in yourselves, have all the confidence in the world, and enjoy your bees this season. Thanks for watching. I hope this was somewhat helpful. And remember, like and subscribe, please. That helps us out.